Alright, this demo here is for the Edwards Auto 500. I'm going to go through the controls right here. This right here is your main power on. It turns on the whole system. Down here is a roto tilt, which is not part of this system. It does have the controls, but it doesn't have the roto tilt planetary control in there. Here is your whole auto pump down control right here. There is basically a book that will tell you how to run everything right now. But right now you can see that we are right now between 4 and 5 into the -7 range. It tells you that we're pumping real well. I'll get a little bit more into this and vent the system and show you more towards the end of the video. Over here you have your rotary work holder. Basically you got your power on off right here. This is your start. It will actually spin the motor on top of the chamber, and then you can do speed controlling through here. Down here is you have a thermal source. This has 2 thermal sources. So this is a thermal source and this is a thermal source. This is also a selector switch, but it's not really being used. It's basically you got to set it up on here because these are both using both thermal sources, and so you can use co-deposition at the same time. Here is your deposition monitor. You can go ahead and it will tell you your deposition rate and your total thickness. Now all the way down at the bottom here is this is the organic heating thermal source. It is, when I open up the chamber, you'll see what this goes to. Right here, the SBR means that it is, the sensor's off because I have it off here. As soon as I put it on the 1, you'll see that it reads 25. I have the set point right now set for 30. We'll get back to this and you can see that this thing will be heating up to the set point temperature. Up here is for your substrate heaters. It is not included in on here, but it does have the controller. You would have to go ahead and wire it up for the rest of the heaters that are in here. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn on the thermal source by just flipping a switch, turning this up. As you can see, it's starting to amp. The amps are coming up. You can see also right here is your rate. So you can see that we are depositing. Alright, I'm going to turn it back down. I'm going to go to the other one. Flip it to the lower unit. This one has a little bit thicker thermal source on it, so that it's going to be able to raise up the amperage a little higher. If you can look in the chamber right here, you can see it glowing. And I'll turn it up even higher. And you can look over here again. You can look at the deposition rate monitor, and you can see that it's depositing at a pretty high rate. Okay, I'm going to shut it off. Now what I'm going to do, since I have everything off, I'm going to show you how to cycle it. So I'm going to just right now hit the vent. And it's going to vent the chamber. As you can see, it says chamber vent here. Turn off the pinning gauge. And you can just hear that clicking noise that just opened up the vent. Over here is your chamber. As soon as that vent's open, I'll show you how to do it, but this is basically your latch to open up the door. Over here you got your shutter control, and then you also have a gas valve here that you can go ahead and introduce a gas if you want it. Put it in the chamber. On the back here, this is the part for the planetary feed through to spin the work holder. This is right here is what you would hook up your heaters to here, but like I said, the heaters aren't set up inside. And then also on the back here is we have cooling water that would be used for your deposition monitor, and then you have your cord that's going to your cryo compressor. And then over here you have your cryo, which is water cooled, so you will need a system to chill the water cool in here. And you can see the pressure's up really well in here on your helium. All right, here's your chamber inside. Of course, you got your glass that you can go ahead and change to make sure that it doesn't deposit through the view glass. Then you have your two thermal sources. There's your thick thermal source, here's your thin thermal source, and this is your organic for the controller that was all the way down at the bottom of the control rack. Here's your two deposition monitors, sensors. And we do have a shutter that goes on right here for this, so you can go ahead and close up and cover up whatever you're doing. And you can see it will move with that handle on the side.